For this particular trip, I didn't have anything planned. I had a few days free, so a 3-day ride down into France, perfect. At this stage, the vague plan is to hit Dieppe and turn left. It's a beautiful morning. We're down here at New Haven. It's a short ferry cross across to Dieppe, 4 hours. I've got a cabin booked, so we started out pretty early. It was about 5:30 when I left home. So I'll look forward to having a bit of a nap on the ferry before we get started. But I mean, look at the weather this morning. This is just absolutely brilliant. And it's always exciting at this point, especially when I don't really know where I'm heading. I haven't booked any accommodation. I've got a tent on the back and a sleeping bag, but realistically I don't think I'll actually get them out. But it's there just in case. So I'm just going to take it as it comes and see where we get to. But a great start already. I mean, look at this for the morning. Sail across to Dieppe. It's just going to be absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to see what adventures lay ahead. As an Australian, one of the exciting things about living here in the UK is the ability to do exactly this. Hop on a ferry and in 4 hours time I'll be in a different country, and from there you can crisscross across to other countries. It's just such a phenomenal feeling. It's something that you don't experience obviously in Australia because it's so vast. Here it's just so easy to do and so accessible to everyone. It's just fantastic. In no time at all, you're in a different country, you're speaking different languages, there's different food, different cultures, and it's very addictive. On the open road, 3 days of freedom, it's just brilliant.
We also remind you that, for security reasons, the car deck will be closed to any accessible questions and attention, please. We would like to inform you that the shop
Bien sûr. Ouais, mais moi j'aime bien le chaud. Et normalement, en termes d'action,
4 hours exactly. That was a very smooth crossing. I have to say, I much prefer the DFDS service than the Brittany and P&O services you get out of Dover. DFDS is run by the French and it's a much better service, although longer than the 1 hour trip from Dover. The service is better, the staff are great, the food's not bad on board, the cabins are brilliant. When you arrive, the staff on board tie the bike down so you don't have to worry about it. With the P&O ferry service out of Dover, they basically just throw you the cable and you work it out yourself. The crossing's done and out of the way, and we're in France, and unfortunately the weather looks as if it's turned a little. It's not cold, but it is wet, and like a professional I've packed no wet weather gear at all. Probably a mistake. Hopefully the weather won't last, it'll clear up. First we have to, thanks to Brexit, go through customs here when you arrive in France. We'll get that sorted and we'll be on our way. This is the small town of Longley in Normandy. Kalimoto has taken me through the back country across northern France. The weather has cleared up, the sun's come out. It's now about 2:45 in the afternoon and I need to get some fuel. And I'll give it another couple of hours before I look at trying to find somewhere to stop for the night. So far it's been lovely. I mean, the villages through the top part of Normandy here are absolutely gorgeous, but it's very quiet. There's like literally no one around. I don't know if that's typical or if it's something to do with the time of the year, or I don't know, but it is extremely quiet. It's always a bit of guesswork when I get to these places because I don't even have GCSE French. Typically, French wasn't particularly useful in the suburbs of Sydney. This looks like it's a pay-at-the-counter machine, which in a lot of these little villages, typically they're pay-at-the-pump, which gets really confusing when your French is as good as mine. So that was 13 euros. Back on the road. It's been a bit of a detour. The roadworks up ahead. I was going to go straight across here, but there's roadworks, so everyone's just winging it here at the moment. I'll take this main road until Kalimoto redirects and back onto the back roads. Coming up to 3 o'clock, I should think about finding somewhere to stay soonish, but while the weather's good and the riding's nice, I'll just keep going. I'm quite enjoying myself at the moment. bike, but realistically, I don't think I'm going to get it off. It's working more as a backrest at the moment. But I've just noticed this place here, which kind of looks my speed. I'll find somewhere to pull up and have a quick look and see if they've got anything available. This looks good. Let me just check. I don't know if it's just me, but one of the annoying things with Google is when you go to a hotel on the Google Maps and you go to call, it doesn't actually put the international prefix, so you've got to remember the number and then put it in. It's a bit of a pain. So anyhow, I'll have a quick look here, but I think my best bet is just drive in and see if they've got anything available. This looks like me. This is exciting. I like to look at this place. Man, gorgeous. Looks like I've got to go left down to reception down here. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Please let there be a room available. Let's see. Sadly, they didn't have any rooms available, but the nice lady in the reception suggested that I ride along to another 20 minutes to the next town, which is a little bit bigger, and there may be some accommodation available around there. So that's a real shame. That place looked fantastic. But anyhow, I've arrived in the small town of Chateaus. It's not particularly pretty, and it's not a particularly significant part of Flanders, but it is now 10 to 5, so I've been riding since 5 o'clock this morning. It's probably time to find a place to stay, and this is as good as any, and hopefully I'll find something to eat in the town as well tonight. So I'll have a quick snoop around on the internet and see if I can find a place. I did eventually find a place to stay. It was run by Valerie and Patrice Valent. I mean, it was pleasant enough. It was £45 for the night, which included breakfast. It was basically just a little cabin that had a little kitchenette in it. I didn't actually find anywhere to have the meal last night because everywhere was closed. It was so quiet around here. I found a supermarket that was opened, bought some salamis, cheeses, a baguette. I came back to the cabin, sat out in the courtyard and had a very pleasant evening. I mean, it was fine, this place, £45, what do you expect? Breakfast was simple and very pleasant. Today the plan is to continue riding eastward towards Ghent, hopefully to make it to Ghent by lunch. Have lunch there, have a little look around the city. I've got a crossing booked tomorrow evening from Dieppe back to New Haven. I don't want to be too far east by the end of today because I don't want a massive ride tomorrow and be panicking about making it back to the ferry. So I'll sort of head back towards Luxembourg and then maybe across to the Somme tomorrow, which is something I've always wanted to do. But anyhow, we'll see how we go. We'll get to Ghent first. I've just topped up another €8 in fuel. I'm in Belgium now, and it's about 2 hours to Ghent. I've arrived in Ghent on the eve of their annual festival. It's a very bohemian city, but unfortunately lots of the roads are actually closed for preparation of the festival, so it's limited to where I can ride at the moment. I'll have a quick look around, grab some lunch. I wasn't going to stay here overnight anyway. I'll just grab some lunch and then head south for a bit and then back towards the middle of France so that I can stop midway between here and Dieppe so that I haven't got a massive journey to make on the final day.
Matters of the heart, unreserved, I'm irrational and rarely ever start. Since the world's dark and often inhumane, relish our condition, come drinking in the rain. Cause you remember when, after Paris, we all decided the best way to fight it was drink wine, dance, heal and pray, and make love that lasts with a vengeance. So you can join the cowards all aboard the outrage train. Stay afraid, or slit the throat of fear and be brave, and scratch a little itch till you're moving like a motherfucker up in this bitch. You wanted to fight for a cause, then go out and fall in love. Don't stop believing in truth and grace and the grief. You want someone to want you for who you are. I want someone to try. Let me down, easy, easy tonight. Easy, easy tonight. So look at me and tell me what I already know, that I trial and I failed, and it's good to let it go. Sometimes life sucks. Everything's lame, not everything's as easy as making lemonade. And so dismembering our state of balance, with lust requited to gaze undivided, with a cool mind, warmth in your face, a good heart and grace under pressure. You give me a good reason to be heartsick again, to be here, to be strong, to be oddly and boldly estranged from the loss and bitter years. I found myself descending into tedium and fear. You wanted to fight for our cause and go out and fall in love. Don't stop secret that I've been losing my way in the weirdest of moments, in the stupidest of ways. But hey, I'm still young, it's gonna be okay. I got solipsism, baby, and I brought lemonade. I'll surrender then all my balance and be excited and drink to you tonight. It's not a bad time spent with you. There's cool lights and songs with good lyrics. We never have to talk again, whatever, up to you. But since you're putting up with me, here's another toast just to you. Let's dance off the beat and mosey up together and say goodbye on the street. You wanted to fight for a cause and go out and love someone. Don't stop believing in truth and personal freedom. I want someone to want me for who I am. I want someone to try or let me down. Easy tonight. Easy tonight. Easy tonight. Easy tonight. Easy tonight.
Well, Ghent was a fantastic little city to visit. I wish I could have spent a bit more time there. Unfortunately, because of the festival, a lot of the roads were closed, so it was difficult to get around. But I think I'd like to visit it again at some point. It is quite a pretty little city. So anyhow, what I've decided to do is to head back towards Dieppe because I don't want to find myself having to rush tomorrow to get back for the ferry crossing in the evening. I looked on the maps and I've decided to head towards St. Quentin, and around about 5:30 I'll pull over and look for some accommodation somewhere in that area. That's if I get that far. But in the meantime, it's a lovely cool afternoon, nice driving, not too much traffic on the road. I'll enjoy myself until around about 5 o'clock when I'll pull over and see where I can stay for the evening. I stopped a little while back and had a look on Google Maps, and I found a place here in Atrez, a beautifully restored old mill house, Hotel La Moulin, which is about a 5 or 10 minute ride from here, so I'll go down and check it out. It looks like it's at the end of this little road here, the one covered in ivy. It looks good. Oh, lovely. What I'll do is I'll park up here and just run in and see if there's any available space for the night. Let's hope I have better luck than what I did last night. Brilliant.